Coming back at you with a video here. Today, this is going to be my little input on Monday Night Raw, CM Punk, Paul Heyman, and their little heart attack skit. Now, many of you out there are probably really upset about this, okay? And I understand. I understand where you guys are coming from. It makes sense to me why you guys would be mad. Now, if you're not familiar with what happened, Jerry Lawler made his triumphant return Monday night on the 12th to Raw and back at the commentary booth. Michael Cole and JR were in the ring, announced him to come out. King comes out into the ring, thanks everybody, talks for a little bit. And then CM Punk's music hits. CM Punk comes into the ring, and he cuts a great ass promo. A great promo. It was a great promo, and it had a lot of key points. Now, this is where I want to talk about. Now, he cuts Jerry Lawler up about having a heart attack. That in itself is a line crossed, but it's not the end of the world. It's not devastating. It's not anything that we haven't seen before. People have talked about things before. Eddie Guerrero's death was talked about before, and Vicky Guerrero works for the WWE, and she had a say in some things that happened. She had a very big part, I'm assuming, in the things that were said about Eddie's death. Okay. Also, JBL talked about a heart attack that was on Mother's Day to Eddie's mom. She had a heart attack, and he talked about it. It's real life situations that are discussed, and they could cross some lines, which is, I'm sure, is what WWE wants to put out there. If people see that lines are being crossed, they'll tune in and watch it. It's like a train wreck. You don't want to watch it, but you keep watching it because you want to see what happens. So that's pretty much what they were doing there. Now, the few things that CM Punk said was, Jerry Lawler is a real hero. He beat death. He came back from the dead. He's a real living zombie, and I love zombies. So he talks about him when he died, he came back. They brought him back to life. And he said people ask me all the time about Jerry Lawler and how long he was clinically dead for, and it doesn't matter how many minutes he was clinically dead. I'll give you a real number: 358 days. So he talks about Jerry Lawler being clinically dead for 20 minutes, and he kind of rips at it, which is definitely a big line crossed, but I think it's okay. I think it was a great promo. I think it got CM Punk major heel heat. That's not cheap heel. That's not cheap heat. That's not cheap heat at all. Cheap heat would be going into Los Angeles and saying Kobe Bryant stinks. That would be cheap heat. Would be going into Cleveland and saying how awful the Browns are. No, that is major heat. That is what CM Punk needed. That is what he needs. CM Punk needed that heat. If he's going into Survivor Series to fight John Cena and Ryback, two over-the-top faces, he needed to be that over-the-top heel. And that promo, making fun of Jerry Lawler's heart attack, got him over as a heel. Probably one of the greatest heels that this company has seen just with that promo. Plus the Las Vegas shoot promo, CM Punk in my book is one of the top heels that I have seen in wrestling in a long-ass time. Now, we're going to continue here, and Jerry Lawler talks and said the only thing that is clinically dead is your chance of keeping the title at Survivor Series. CM Punk then continues to talk. He turns around, and the camera hits Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman's coughing, and he's grabbing at his chest. When I saw this, I was like, oh boy, they're going to do it, and they pulled the trigger on it, and it happened. He says, Paul, what's wrong? What's wrong, Paul? Paul Heyman throws the title down, coughs a few times, collapses in the ring. CM Punk throws up the X's, as you see like anyone would do when there's any referee or person would do when there's a problem in the ring, and he says, we need the EMTs down here, get someone down here to help. Proceeds to do CPR on Paul Heyman, and they play off as Paul Heyman had a heart attack in the ring, a la Jerry Lawler. That is huge. That even gets him over even more. Add that promo in there, plus that little act of the heart attack. Man, he's got some major heel heat going in Survivor Series, and that's what he needs. You have John Cena, the most over face that the company has seen in a long time, with Ryback, who's absolutely tearing up people and tearing up the face card. Ryback's probably the second most over face right now. So you have two major faces, and CM Punk needed that heel heat. He got it. Solid. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with this promo. If you have a problem with it, I can understand. It's a borderline topic. It's a risky topic to talk about, and WWE pulled the trigger on it. Now, if you're still uncertain about this whole thing, let me give you a little bit of background news here. So the controversy Jerry Lawler angle from Monday's Raw, where Paul Heyman and CM Punk mocked his heart attack, was actually booked several weeks ago and approved by all parties that were in the ring: CM Punk, Heyman, Mick Foley, and yes, Jerry Lawler. They all approved it. It was written weeks ago, guys. Weeks ago. They knew it was going to happen. Jerry Lawler signed off on it. He knew. He was okay with it. I'm sure Jerry Lawler sees that this is a good try to get CM Punk heat, and he went with it. He went with it to further the story. The source in WWE said that this is exactly how Vince McMahon thinks, and they were shocked that they did the angle because of how Vince is, and because WWE has done much worse in the past, and they were all in on it. That's what they were gonna do. If they were shocked by it, so be it. They pulled the trigger on it. It was a good idea. And there were actually a few wrestlers that were mad about it. They were just also the majority of the heat within WWE came from WWE's decision to air the video that had audio of Lawler snoring as he had the heart attack and footage of Lawler backstage as doctors tried to bring him back to life. If you are mad about anything in this situation, it should be the fact that they aired that footage of Lawler snoring at ringside and backstage where they were trying to get him back to life. That footage is risky to put on. Maybe they just wanted to show what actually went into it. Jerry Lawler had to sign off on it again. That's footage of him almost dying. He had to have said, go ahead, show it. Maybe he wanted people to see what happened back there. CM Punk got a lot of heat from this on Twitter. It looks like people were tweeting him. He tweeted later on, he said, "I saved a man's life, hashtag long live Heyman." When Jerry Lawler had the heart attack, you saw long live the king, long live Jerry Lawler. He said, "You people are pigs. I saved a man's life tonight. This isn't something you joke about, pigs. Hashtag learn CPR." Fact, John Cena is the doctor of thugonomics. I'm a real doctor, and I know CPR. One fan commented, "Jesus, Paul Heyman really does hate Jerry Lawler." Heyman replied, "Jesus already knew that." Another fan commented that Heyman and Lawler will never get along. Heyman replied, "He started it." So, this is huge heel heat that they're bringing into the scene here. And I think it's a good move by WWE. It gets a lot of heat on CM Punk, and it's starting, now call me crazy, it's starting to show a little Attitude Era. People out there are saying they want the Attitude Era back. Well, here you go. This is exactly something we would see in the Attitude Era, and it's starting. Maybe it's starting back up. I said it in my previous video. This could be the start of something that we the fans have been wanting to see in a long time. You know, we're tired of this PG era. Maybe they're going to stray away from it a little bit and give us some more Attitude Era risky kind of segments and promos. It's just, it was a big line crossed, and I think it was the right move by WWE. Seeing that all of the participants were in on it, they were ready to do it. They pulled the trigger on it. They were okay with it. You know, it's nice. It's nice to see that everyone was involved, and you know, they cleared it with everyone. This could be something. This could be the start of something that we've wanted to see for a while. You know, we're all complaining that we want more Attitude Era like moments. Well, maybe here it is, guys. Well, if they keep continuing it, maybe we'll see a resurrection of the Attitude Era. So, guys, that's it for me. I wanted to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Tell me what you guys think of it. Tell me if you approve, if you disapprove, and why. I understand if you're against it. It's a risky subject. At first, I had a hard time swallowing it, but I'm all in on it. I think it's a good move by WWE. Tell me what you think down below. Subscribe to me on YouTube up in that corner up there. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. I really appreciate it, guys. This is Optimus Prime signing out. Until next time. Peace.